worked as a medical doctor, as a strategic management consultant, as an actor, and you've written a book on the happy brain and studied it for a few years. Where do you think people go wrong?
Well, the one thing I think we all, or many of us anyway, confuse is the difference between being happy and enjoying pleasure and admiration. Happiness is a sense in the moment where you feel content, where you are full of what you're experiencing and doing. Pleasure and admiration is something that you actually are either it's very selfish in a way. It's like it's all about me. It's the pleasure I'm experiencing right now, the fact that I'm better than other people. So it's very little to do with the contact in the moment, and it's something about yourself and your own ego. And what also was interesting is that if you look at the brain, that we actually have two brains. We've got the animal brain, which is the majority of the brain actually, and then we have the human brain. And most of pleasure and admiration has actually got to do with activities that involves animal brain functions and goals, whereas the human brain is very tied to the emotion happiness. So one of the key things we all are doing wrong is we're chasing a lot of goals in life that actually is more pleasure and admiration, which is the money, the beauty, the fame, romantic love, and even elite education to some extent, gives us sort of small moments of pleasure and admiration.
Superficial.
It's very superficial, whereas what really counts for happiness is the activities of the human brain, which is completely different. Secondly, where we go wrong is that we believe that there is something tomorrow that will make us happy. One event that suddenly will change us from feeling lonely and upset or maybe even depressed to something that we're very happy. So we believe on this love or this money or this beautiful wife or this love that can rescue us. And actually what science shows is that to have a happy life really comes down to what can you do daily. Many things daily that gives you small bouts of happiness that then adds up to allow yourself to feel like your life is happy. So there's no major cures. There's no one thing you can do. There's just many thousands of things that you can do that will help you to be happy. I think one of a third big problem in our society at the moment that's preventing us from being happy is actually our inability to share our pain. If we think about it, there's only three certainties in life, and one is birth, death, and we all have pain. That happy people also have moments of terrible pain. They can just deal with it better, and the majority of people just struggle with pain all the time. So that's the only thing we share, and yet our culture has got this happy-go-lucky approach and self-help 10 ways of just doing something to become happier. And in order to be happy, we actually need to drop into our pain and find people that we can share it with. And that's where heart attacks come from, that's where cancers comes from, for both men and women. It's the inability just to be real. And a lot of that comes from upbringing for sure, a hell of a lot comes from culture. So we need to get over that one and say that pain is something we need to take serious, because only then can we actually experience moments of happiness.